Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for another breakfast with Blaha. And today I'm having steak, rice, broccoli, and Diet Dr. Pepper. All right, let's talk a little bit about why the barbell really is all that we need. In other words, if a client came to me and said, Jason, I want to get to a very advanced strength level and size level because they're correlated, really all they would need is barbell exercises. And I'm not saying other stuff isn't helpful, particularly conjugate. Conjugate has an equipment buy-in, I'll be honest. I find lifters don't do that well on conjugate as well, who don't have access to a lot of equipment. If you do, there's an equipment buy-in, and I've heard Winning say that. I agree with that. You need some specialty bars. You need bands. You really do to get the most out of the system. And if you don't have all those things, I'll run different programming, 5-1 type stuff. Ish, because it's my own versions of it. And keeping in mind, I'm saying this as someone who has like 20 grand in my home gym. I own 16 barbells, a reverse hyper glute ham raise, a belt squat machine, bands, chains, right? I have adjustable dumbbells up to about 135. I have all this stuff. Yet when I run 5-3-1, it tends to just be straight bar based. It's the foundation, and I occasionally use some of this other stuff, but they're not really necessary. It's nice to have a way to do body weight exercises. Right? It's nice to have some dumbbells. People say, what about cables and things? I don't even prescribe cables for the most part. I'll prescribe cables if I have a client who's bought a cable station and I don't want them to feel like their money went to waste, but it kind of did. I honestly don't believe cables bring anything useful to the table. It can't be done probably better with bands. Before someone says a lat pull down, look at my back. Do you see me do lat pull downs? I don't consider them a particularly useful exercise. They're okay. I wouldn't place them in the top 5 for back development. I just wouldn't. Doesn't make them bad. There's just better options with a barbell or a dumbbell. So, what do we mean? Well, we can do almost everything we want with a barbell. I can program ridiculous numbers of lifts. And if people want ideas, you're like, well, just squat, bench, deadlift. No. Rows, overhead press, okay, all that. But think about some of your lower body stuff. What can we do? Front squats, back squats. Not that I program them, but if you wanted a third squat, Zercher squats. All right, that's 3 different types of squats. 3 different types. How about hip hinging? Well, we've got conventional deadlift. Any variation we want of the conventional deadlift, right? Block pulls, deficit pulls, pause deadlifts, snatch grip deadlifts, sumo deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts. A lot of options here, don't we? Got a whole lot of options. They all work. But how many deadlifts have we just come up with? A lot. Think about all the angles involved with the back, the lower body with the exercises we just listed. I mean, really, if you wanted full lower body development, 2 types of squats and 2 types of deadlifts every week, you'll hit everything. You will hit everything effectively from more than one angle. That's assuming you don't throw good mornings in too. What about all your other back stuff? A lot of options with the barbell. Bent over rows, pen lay rows, snatch grip, pen lay rows, snatch grip, bent over rows. Different levels of how much cheating you want to do. dealing with strict versus cheating. But even then, without that, 4 different types of barbell rows, easily. All have different angles. How about shoulders? How about full body? Snatches and cleans. We also go back to lower body, upper body. How about the shoulder development into that? Snatches, cleans. The rest of your shoulder stuff, how about upright rows? Snatch grip, high pulls, regular high pulls, hang cleans. Shrugs. Standing press, push press. 2 different types of overhead presses named right there. We can also change grips. Chest, bench press. Do you really need more than the bench press for chest? I would argue you don't know how to bench if you do. Bench press, floor press. Different angles of bench press. Closed grip bench, wider grip bench. Incline, decline. You get adjustable bench, do any of those. A lot of variation there. Say, what about, I need arm stuff too. Okay. Bands really actually I think are helpful here for the press downs, but you can do a couple different types of tricep extensions with just a barbell. Can't do them long, you got to rotate through them. You have skull crushers, you can have laying extensions, which are easier on the elbows. Better, I think they're better. You can technically do a standing tricep extension. Curls, standing barbell curls. Strict, you can do them cheating. Do you need more than that for your biceps? I mean, seriously, to get maximal bicep development? Come on. Biceps not a complicated muscle. It really isn't. It really isn't. Anyone who thinks that you need 3 types of curls to develop the biceps, a clown. Only thing you're looking at difference is things like brachialis and things. But if you're rowing with an overhand grip, that's being covered. And that's assuming you need the direct bicep work at all. But we come back to rows. You can do everything you need to do with a barbell. You really can. And I didn't even start getting into other stuff like one-legged deadlifts, lunges, split squats, barbell step-ups. We didn't even go there. How many exercises did I just name? At least 30. Is there a single angle or plane that didn't get fully worked in terms of musculature? Everything got covered. Technically, it's all you need to reach elite levels. Other stuff is nice. This is your foundation. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.